Hey everyone, it's Pandavil and welcome back to another Elite 16 video. Today we'll be taking a look at Achikah's Arcane Athenaeum. If you would like us to showcase your base, please leave a comment down below.
So this is Arcane Athenaeum. It is my magic school that I made dedicated to the Mother of Spells, Miss Hecate herself. And as you enter the Great Hall, you notice that she's there greeting you, along with a bunch of other magical, mystical symbols and sigils alike decorating the whole place. First stop, though, will be to the left, which is the check-in area, where we have our undead attendants who will sign you in, as well as take care of your luggage, which actually leads to the dormitories upstairs. There's a bunch of different doors adorned with different paintings behind different magical figures throughout history, mainly the Greek gods. Back here, we have the oratory, which served once as the shrine to the goddess, but that was kind of a outdated practice for nowadays mages, so it's mainly now used for a large gathering places to hold different special events and maybe symposiums by other arcane individuals. Maybe Zatanna had stopped in here her last visit or something. I like to think of it like that. So next we'll go down our first hallway, which is where we find our magical coffee shop. Because what academy wouldn't be complete without a recaffeination station? We also have one of our undead attendants here working. I actually decided on a name called the Hallowed Grounds. So like coffee grounds. Yeah, it's just a coffee shop with a bunch of magically ingredients and different kinds of caffeination potions and beverages and treats. Next, we'll go into the larger classrooms that you could actually enter. The first being, of course, the potions area. So we have a bunch of alchemy tables for our students, as well as the teacher's desk, and tons of cauldrons and ingredients to make magical potions and probably mishaps along the way. Our next classroom is going to be the enchantment, which currently they're enchanting paintings. So as you see on the wall, they've brought in or completed their own paintings, and then in the ritual circle, they're enchanting them to come to life. So this is the conjuration and summoning area. We have a sigil here to summon spirits from beyond the grave. However, it's done in the safety of the teacher, or I guess just sigils in general, to make sure that our mages in training aren't accidentally summoning spirits from beyond the grave that are a bit too powerful for their liking. So this is the necromancy lab, where we reanimate the dead. We have a portal to hell over here with a bunch of eager spirits wanting to come back into the mortal coil. So we have a few more classrooms here. Eastern mysticism, some vampiric lore, herbal remedies. I think this one might just be a math class, because even in the world of magic, you still can't get away from your math credits. And then we have a study nook, so mage students can sit down in between classes and brush up on their knowledge. I also really wanted to incorporate the Spirit Week banner because it has a completely different connotation in a magical setting when real ghosts are on the grounds. So our next stop on our journey through our Mage Academy is the Familiar Kennel. So you can either crate your familiar if you're going out for a night on the town or on a magical adventure, or you can pick up your own pet too, which we have a few extras of. Tikal tends to mind himself when he's behind closed bars, apparently, which is really nice to know for most decorators. And then we have our Arcane Arena, which serves as a battle practice for a lot of our mages. So when you first enter the arena, you'll see the sigils on the ground, which represents consecrated ground, which is amplified for healing purposes here. So any bruises, bumps, or fatal injuries will not be sustained from the magical monstrosities that are conjured up. However, you still might get a few scrapes and scars along, even with the best magical safety. And then we have an observatory to the right for the other students in the class to either watch their professor fight and take notes, or watch their fellow peers do the same thing. And of course, all of it's done behind more sigils or wards of protection to keep everybody else safe. Next, we move on to the Headmistress office and adjoining lounge. And of course, we have to have a replica of the Helmet of Nabu in a mage academy. Can't not. Wanted a really warm motif here, but also something mystically, so I did the floaty candles, but also a really warm hearth and welcoming area to the Headmistress office. And then she has her assistant too, who's reading the latest copy of Zatanna's Hex Appeal. And then in the actual Headmistress office, we have a secret door actually, which leads to another realm. In case quick fleeing is needed or outside aid, you can usher students out this way. Almost like a mystical panic room of sorts. Or mystical reinforcement too. This is the first room actually that I finished in this space, and it is the Alchemy Garden and Hecate offering site. Magical garden filled with all kinds of different ingredients. Of course, it's adorned with different aspects of Hecate. You have the 3 moons to represent her 3 faces, as well as her moon mirror in the back, reflecting back at her on opposite sides of the sigil. There's a portal which leads to even more enchanted forests in case different ingredients are needed. I like to think the forest is just an eternal sprawling aspect of the green. And to the right is a meditation pool. So if you need just a little bit of R&R away from the stress of school and work or any of the magically mystical stuff, you can come here for a nice vernal escape and relax. Recharge your mage batteries, if you will. Offering site to Hecate. Now, she might not listen, but a lot of students still will find some of the nicest ingredients or create the most delicious meals or potions or anything like that to offer up maybe some words of magical mysticism from the goddess herself. I think that's about it. That's Arcane Athenaeum.